So yeah, we're here in Shelbyville, Tennessee, because we're usually in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and we're usually in John Ferguson's because that's John Ferguson, that's the John Laser. Um, so I'm on vacation. He wanted to do a live, which we're not doing a live, we're doing a video, but he wanted to do a message. So I said, yeah, let's do this. And I asked the Lord, what is it? And God he really connected me from the last message that we did with the prayer blog. Because it's like, okay, the Lord he keeps calling it Daniel 9. So we're going to get into Daniel 9 because, like you had heard the Lord speak from the prayer blog, we're approaching the tribulation. As if you didn't hear it from the prayer blog, if you didn't watch the prayer blog, the Lord came to me while I was in the Spirit at work, and He said the Charlie Kirk murder is the pinnacle of what's about to happen. We're literally on a roller coaster downhill where there's just more and more things going to happen. And we've seen that because I've read about a few things today, and it just seems like every day it's more and more. So we are definitely approaching the tribulation. So we're going to get into Daniel 9, 20 through 27. Where it talks about the 7 years, the last 7 years of existence itself. Now, while I was speaking, praying, and confessing my sin and the sin of my people, Israel, and presenting my supplication before the Lord my God, for the holy mountain of my God, yes, while I was speaking in prayer, the man Gabriel, whom I had seen in the vision at the beginning being caused to fly swiftly, reached me about the time of the evening offering. And he informed me and talked with me and said, O Daniel, I have now come forth to give you skill to understand at the beginning of your supplications. The command went out, and I have come to tell you, for you are greatly beloved. Therefore consider the matter and understand the vision. 70 weeks are determined for your people and for your holy city, to finish the transgression, to make an end of sins, to make reconciliation for iniquity, to bring in everlasting righteousness, to seal up vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the command to restore and build Jerusalem until the Messiah, the Prince, there shall be 7 weeks and 72 weeks. The street shall be built again, and the wall even in troublesome times. And after the 62 weeks, Messiah shall be cut off, but not for himself, and the people of the Prince who is to come shall destroy the city and the sanctuary. The end of it shall be with the flood. Until the end of the war, desolation is determined. Then he shall confirm a covenant with me for 1 week, but in the middle of the week he shall bring an end to sacrifice and offering, and on the wing of abomination shall be one who makes desolate, even until the consummation which is determined is poured out on the desolate. So this talks about the 7 weeks, which is 7 years. It talks about, as I was trying to explain last time, in the midst, it says. So, in other words, 3.5 years. The first 3.5 years will literally be to where we will struggle with food, and we will struggle with necessities, and we will struggle with life itself. And it will become so bad that somewhere along the lines of this, the Antichrist will come on TV and he will explain that the rapture was not a rapture, it was aliens. He's going to come up with so many different things, or he may just come up with one thing. You honestly can't know that from scripture because it hasn't happened yet. But he will basically come up with a bogus reason of why so many people throughout the world have disappeared once the rapture comes. But what he will also do is he will come on and he will try to bring false peace. He will try to bring a false hope. He will try to make you feel as good as you can and as secure as you can. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to draw you to him, to where, when I explained earlier, to get you to take the mark. Because it says you can't buy, or sell anything without the mark. So you won't be able to get food, you won't be able to get water, you won't be able to get necessities without taking this mark. And I'm going to explain that later. And the 62 weeks that I explained also is basically Christ's ministry, of how it began from the age of 30